It's 20 minutes past 8 a.m. Thank you so much for being with us here as we journey on the 25th of June 2024. It is Morning at NTV. To our online audience on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much for choosing Morning at NTV to give you the information to kickstart your day. I am Priscilla Regina Naluoga. Now, speaking of kickstarting, there is a program that we've been running for quite a long time that has kickstarted so many farmers, people who had interests and passions in a field but were scared because of one thing or another to actually jumpstart themselves into the field. We're talking about agriculture, and it's one of the sectors that is very fundamental to our country. It's even embedded in our national anthem. But again, so many loopholes, so many gaps here and there, and yet through Seeds of Gold, as you hear it, many people have been able to kickstart themselves into agriculture, and today they get to celebrate many milestone of having positioned themselves as those that are contributing significantly to the agricultural sector. Now, through Seeds of Gold, there's been so many farms and clinics that have been conducted countrywide over the course of time, and the purpose of which is to help farmers in their particular fields of interest. Could be animal husbandry or cropping, or it could be people who want to do organic versus those that are doing commercial. Each one and every one of them have been able to be catered for. Even the program that we run, giving you testimonies of those that have benefited from Seeds of Gold, running every Saturday at 7:30. Personally, I even have an alarm for it. But at the end of the day, more people are interested in joining the agriculture sector because of the testimonies of Seeds of Gold. Now, we do have yet another farm clinic that is coming your way, and we do have a fundamental partnership with Heifer International as well as the Bank of Uganda that have continued to support us forth. This morning, I'm joined by the two, and they do have representatives that are going to be talking to us about what they have seen as the benefits, both for their organizations as well as for farmers by and large. To my immediate left, I'm joined by Mr. John Senyonga. He's the Director for Programs, Heifer International. And of course, to his left, we do have Sarah Nantongo Mubuke, who's the head for the Credit Appraisal and Publicity. This is under the Bank of Uganda. Allow me give them their salutations, then we get underway. Mr. Senyonga, good morning to you.
Very good morning to you, Priscilla, and our viewers. It's very exciting to be here. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Priscilla, and to our viewers. We are very happy to be once again on the NTV to talk about the Seeds of Gold Farm Clinic and how we can benefit as the general community.
All right, so I'm going to start with Mr. Senyonga. Let's talk about Heifer International by and large and its contribution towards the agricultural sector's development in Uganda.
Yeah, thank you very much. Heifer International, we are an international development organization. We've been in existence for 8 years, and we are still on a mission to end hunger and poverty globally. And for the last 8 years, we've worked with over 40 million families, ensuring that they are able to invest in the right agribusiness enterprises that can be able to deliver sustainable living incomes. Of course, we've transitioned from a once known a cow organization now to a capital organization. We invest a lot in infrastructure, market access, ensuring that we are able to build and support agri-enterprises become profitable and more resilient. And in Uganda, we've been here since 1982, so we've been here for the last 42 years. And we've been able to work with over 1 million families, and for the last 12 years, we are now working with 450,000 smallholder farmers. We've set ourselves a 2030 goal of ensuring that we support 400,000 families to close what we call a sustainable, or to attain a sustainable living income. Now, this means to us that we have to support these smallholder farmers to identify and invest in the right agri-enterprises. They have to deploy the right capital and technology. They have to grow those enterprises, and most importantly for us to be able to work with like-minded partners. And this is the reason why we are here with BOU, with Seeds of God, and all the other partners that we work with, so that we are able to deliver on this goal.
Okay, all right. Speaking of partners, I know that financing is one of the key elements and discussions that you must have with your farmers. Sarah, with Bank of Uganda, let's talk about the growth of the agriculture credit facility over the course of time since implementation.
Yeah, thank you, Priscilla. The Agricultural Credit Facility is a public-private partnership that was instituted by the government of Uganda to help farmers, agro-processors, and all people involved in the agricultural value chain to move from subsistence farming to commercial farming through value addition, commercialization, and modernization. The Agricultural Credit Facility works in partnership with financial institutions, and we collectively call them as PFIs, and these include commercial banks, credit institutions, microfinance deposit-taking institutions, as well as Uganda Development Bank. And over the years, we have seen our portfolio grow from the first time we partnered with the Seeds of God Farm Clinic in 2018. We had about 307 billion extended to slightly below 500 beneficiaries, and currently we have over 872 billion extended to over 4,500 beneficiaries across the country. And we are seeing this being very important in improving the livelihoods of the people in the various parts of the country.
Okay. All right, now let's talk about Heifer International. You are collaborating with Nation Media Group yet again for the 2024 edition of Seeds of Gold Farm Clinic. It begs the question, how has this partnership contributed to your objectives as an organization?
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Priscilla. This is the third round that we are working on this together, and we are very much interested to continue this partnership because we consider the Seeds of God Farm Clinic as that one-stop center platform that brings together not only the farmers but people who are into input and output markets, providing such useful information for new entrants, because we have such people who would want to invest in agriculture but probably they have lots of reservations. They need knowledge and information about the right inputs in terms of seeds, technologies to be deployed, but also market access. So it's such a platform that for us we are leveraging on to be able to bring more farmers into the agribusiness space. But also we are using this platform to showcase those farmers who have been successful, sharing their stories. In this very episode, we are going to be showcasing two of our youth cooperatives in Lira, in Dokolo specifically, that we've supported and started in the last 3-4 years, that are now working with over 2,400 members. And I think one of their female leaders has been here. You've hosted her here, trying to discuss the mileage that they have moved over time. So being able to showcase the kind of inputs they provide to their members, they produce their own seed, they are able to bulk, they are able to add value, they are able to provide mechanization. And for me, as young farmers, that provides a lot of inspiration for the other farmers, especially young people who would want to get into agribusiness. These two cooperatives are led by young people who are graduates, finished university, and they decided to go and invest in farming in their communities. And for me, I think that's a very great and exciting move that other young people can emulate. And also the fact that they are also providing information to other farmers who would want to access some of those services that they have at hand. So it's a very great opportunity for us to be part of this. And I know even in other regions, we've done the same in dairy, which is our main hold enterprise. We'd also want to demonstrate the work we are doing around technology. We've just launched 2 solar milk chilling facilities that are providing cheap energy for dairy farmers to be able to chill their milk. So there are so many other investments that we think we need showcase using this kind of platform.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. The likes of Bank of Uganda doubles your partnership period with Seeds of Gold, 6 years and still running.
Yes.
Bank of Uganda, how has Seeds of Gold actually put you out there and you know, the public knowing that they can get a facility that is worthwhile for them to progress in agribusiness?
Yeah, thank you, Priscilla. Before we partnered with the Seeds of Gold and the farm clinics, there was little known about the agricultural credit facility. But with the Seeds of Gold Farm Clinic, they've enabled us reach real beneficiaries, potential beneficiaries, and some of whom have actually benefited under the agricultural credit facilities. Because we find that the regions that we've been to, like in Mokono, we've been to Lira, we've been to Arua, we've been to Kabale, we are getting applications from those regions under the agricultural credit facility. And besides that, people have been able to learn how to improve the methods of farming. They have been able to learn how to control pests and diseases, because ultimately when we disburse these funds, we need to know that the funds have to be repaid. It is not a grant, it's actually a loan, and the funds have to be repaid. So the Seeds of Gold have brought on board experts from the various fields. We have people from the National Agricultural Research Organization. We have insurers, people involved in the various agricultural value chain, value addition processes. They're all brought on board, and farmers are able to learn how best to improve their farming systems, how to add value to their products in order to attract the best prices and be able to ultimately pay back the loans that we've disbursed.
Okay, all right. Mr. Senyonga, Heifer International started as a cow entity. Today, 8 years down the road, you're more or less investors and progressing agriculture in the country. Talk to us about the different milestones that you have been able to hit along the 8 years.
Maybe I'll speak specifically for Uganda. So in Uganda, we started, as I said, as a cow organization in northern Uganda, and we've now been able to work almost in every part of this country except for probably Karamoja and West Nile. So every part of this country, in the central, in the southwestern, in northern Uganda, when you talk of heifer, I think we've been able to touch many lives there. Right now we work with a network of 94 farmer organizations that we've been to mobilize and develop as an organization. As I said, for the last 12 years, we are now working with 450 families, creating jobs. Right now, we have investments that are also into supporting young people to get into agriculture and also create job opportunities, supporting agri-enterprises, MSMEs, working with processors, technology providers. As I mentioned, right now, we are also working towards providing efficient energy sources for farmers, those who are into agro-processing, but also at farmer level. If you look at the trends we are in right now in terms of climate change, it's extremely difficult for you to become profitable if you are not adapting to new technologies, especially micro-irrigation. So we've really done a lot, and I think we are now chasing the 2030 goal to be able to support 400,000 other families to join the agribusiness space. We are continuing to partner with quite a number of other organizations, private sector, including government, to be able to close or support these smallholder farmers, close what we call a living income gap.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. The credit facility in terms of agriculture, I know that there's things that you've ticked off and said, yes, achieved, and still achieving. Let's talk about this, Sarah.
Yeah, Priscilla, we have seen several things happen under the agricultural credit facility over the years, starting with the portfolio growth that I've already talked about. But with portfolio growth, we have been able to see various products being put to the market, value-added products. If you go to a supermarket today, you'll find various dairy products, yogurt, milk, skimmed milk, all made in Uganda by Ugandans. And this has added value in terms of revenue, government contribution to the government revenue. Some of these products have been exported and we are earning foreign exchange from export of these products. We are seeing more people employed under the agricultural value chain because currently we have over 8.9 million households benefiting from agriculture and the various agricultural products and activities that are undertaken. We are seeing enhanced financial inclusion, especially through block allocation arrangement. This is an arrangement where borrowers can access amounts below 20 million without necessarily providing registered collateral through the various financial institutions. And most of the beneficiaries and participants under the Seeds of Gold Farm Clinic fall under this category. We have also seen financial institutions more willing to lend under the agricultural sector to various beneficiaries. In other words, we've demystified the risk under the agricultural credit schemes. So farmers and banks have created departments that are specifically targeting farmers and people involved in the agricultural value chain. Besides that, we have also seen export promotion, and we have seen various people being onboarded under the agricultural insurance schemes. So some of those benefits we have noted, and we are looking forward to onboarding more people under the agricultural credit facility to see more growth and more poverty eradication in Uganda.
All right. Now, the edition for 2024 is going to be going to Lira Ngeta, and so people there are very excited. Now, what should they be looking forward to? What are some of those areas you're going to be particularly focusing on, Mr. Senyonga, as Heifer International with this partnership?
Yeah, thank you very much. So, as I said, we are operating in this region. We've actually worked with Ngeta, Nazad before, and we are working to ensure that we assemble a package for farmers who are interested to get into agribusiness, knowledge and information about being able to identify what the right value chains are. There will be information shared about oilseeds, soybean, about dairy, cassava, so them being able to understand what it means to engage in these enterprises commercially, understanding the right inputs that they can be able to deploy, but also understanding the other value chain actors that will be there and how you can connect with them, those who are into off-taking, those who are into processing, but the new technologies that are also out there that will be showcased. So I would really call upon the farmers from the Lango sub-region to be part of this initiative, but also learning from other farmers who have been successful, as I mentioned. That's very inspirational, so that you are able also to break some of those barriers. I know that for most of the smallholder farmers, they've been consistently in some of these value chains, but they don't see value coming through. So probably there are certain things they are not doing right. So it's an opportunity now to find out from such people who have had a breakthrough, and this is the platform available for them. Okay.
Sarah, as you're joining this partnership on this particular area code that they're taking, the farm clinic, what are some of the things that you believe the farmers in this area need to have at their fingertips in order to enjoy the facility at the end of the day?
Yeah. Thank you, Priscilla. As we go for this edition of the farm clinic, we hope that the farmers will be able to understand and appreciate the best way they can access the agricultural credit facility through the financial institutions, especially those that are within Lira district. And as the farm clinics are rolling, Bank of Uganda will be present, and they will be, we shall be having financial institutions that are giving out these loans, and we shall be telling them more about what they need to have in order to access these loans. And in addition to that, they need to know that we have, the funds can only be accessed through financial institutions. They need to have bankable proposals. They need to have some kind of records, because financial institutions rely on the records that the borrowers present in order to assess their viability for the loans that are available. They are also required to have the national IDs and bank accounts, because with an account you create a relationship with the financial institution in which you can be monitored and the funds will be disbursed.
Okay.
So as we go for the Seeds of God Farm Clinic in Lira, we are going to be present along with the financial institutions. We are going to have more knowledge sharing. We're also going to tell them about the Small Business Recovery Fund, a new facility that has been instituted by the government of Uganda to help people who are who suffered loss during the COVID-19 pandemic to be able to recover, to revive their businesses other than agriculture. So we shall be present.
Okay, all right. Mr. Senyong, I'm going to give you the closing remarks, call to action.
Yeah, thank you very much, Priscilla, and it has been a pleasure being here. So for me specifically, I would want to speak to the young people, especially in this region, that this is a very great opportunity. You are able to tap into the network and a wide range of actors that will be present there, including financing, which most of the young people keep talking about. So it's an opportunity for them to be there, pick this information, share with the others, learn from others, and then probably we should be able to see you also showcasing maybe next year when you've started.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, thank you so much for your contributions and your continued partnership. It's very instrumental in reshaping agriculture sector for us here in Uganda, as has been announced over and over again. You get to see that we're trying to move into industrialization of agriculture, commercialization of agriculture, and through the Seeds of Gold Farm clinics, such as the one that's going to be happening in Lira and Geta, those are definitely going to be contributing towards that objective at a national level. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you. Look out for those details on Nation Media Group platforms so that you can be able to benefit and participate. For now, we'll take a short breather. We'll return shortly.